Welcome to Lunchtime Learning. My name is Marianne and I am a student at the University of Utah. And today we're going to learn how to tell time using the position of the sun. So you've probably noticed when you look outside at different times of the day that the sun is in a different spot than it was when you looked out earlier or when you looked out later. And that's because the earth spins. We don't feel it because it's not spinning fast enough for us to feel it. But the earth spins, and as it spins, the position of the sun moves because the earth is moving. And long ago, before that we had digital clocks and cell phones, people would use the position of the sun to tell time. They would see where the sun was in the sky and they would use that to tell time. So we're going to do that today, and we're going to learn how to do that by making a sundial. A sundial is like an ancient clock. It uses the position of the sun to tell us what time it is. So that's what we're going to do today. Are you ready? Let's get started.
All right, everyone. So the materials that you'll need to make our sundial are a paper plate, a ruler, some scissors, a marker, and you can use any color marker you want. I'm using black, so you can use any color, and then a pencil, preferably a pencil that's pretty long. So you can see this is a pretty long pencil. You don't want a really short, stubby one. So you want a nice long pencil. All right, so to start, we're going to have to find the middle of our plate. So we need to find the point that's in the middle. So I'm going to measure the width, or the way across my plate. So I'm going to put the little dash mark right here at the edge of my plate, as you can see. Then I'm going to look and see where the edge of the plate is, and it looks like it's 6 inches. So the middle, or half of 6, is 3. I'm going to put a little mark at the 3. So now I'm going to measure the length of my plate, and the length is this measure across the top to bottom of the plate. So I'm going to measure, and it looks, so I'm putting the edge of my ruler right here, and I'm looking at where it ends, and it looks like this one is also 6 inches. So half of 6 is, again, 3. So we're going to mark. So the middle, where the 2 3s meet, is right here. That is the middle of my plate. Okay? So in the middle of my plate, I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to be very, very, very careful with this, because you could hurt yourself. You're going to want to poke a hole in the middle of the plate. So I'm using scissors, but if you can find like a hole puncher or something else, that might be easier. And if you have any troubles at all, then get a parent or someone to help you. And you want to go really slow. Don't worry about going fast, because if you go fast, you're just going to cut and hurt yourself, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to go slow, and just going to go slow, slow, slow. And my plate is very stubborn. Oops, and there it goes. So see, I made a hole in the center of my plate, and it is right there. Okay. You can see, it's kind of hard to see. It's right there. All right, so now that we have the hole in our plate, we need to put numbers around our plate, because remember, a sundial is just like a clock, and clocks have numbers around them so that we can tell the time. So I'm going to start. I'm going to put a 12 at the very top of my plate, because a 12 is at the top of the clock. And then right across from the 12, down here at the bottom, I'm going to put a 6, because a 6 is right across from the 12 on the clock. And then over here, I'm going to put a 3, and then right across from the 3, I'm going to put a 9, because 9 and 3 are right across from each other. And I'm doing this so that when I fill in the rest of my numbers, my clock will be as symmetrical or as even as possible. So now I'm going to fill in the rest. So there's 1 and 2, and then 3, we need 4 and 5, and then we have 6, we need 7, 8, we have 9, we need 10, and 11. And don't try and get your numbers as even as possible, but don't worry if they're not. See, like my 10 and 9 are super close. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try and get them as evenly spaced as you can. All right. And then last but not least, we're going to put our pencil. We're going to stick it, eraser up in our center hole that we made. And there it is. There is our sundial, and it's ready to go outside to help us tell time.
All right, now that our sundial is made, we need to put it outside in a nice sunny spot. So for me, that's my backyard. So I'm gonna place my sundial outside in my backyard, and I'm gonna place it in a nice sunny spot. And you wanna place it so that the 12, the top of the sundial, is facing north. So at my house, I know I have the mountains in the east right there, so I know that this way is north. So I'm gonna place my sundial so that it's facing north. I hope you all enjoyed this lunchtime learning today. I had so much fun making our sundial, and I hope you can use it again and again to help you tell time and to teach your friends about it. So my challenge to you is to show your friends and your parents and your family how to tell time using the position of the sun, using your sundial that we made today. All right, thanks everyone.